Welcome to this video on digital electronics. In this video, we will be looking into minimization of Boolean expressions. In the previous video, we had seen simplification of the expressions using Boolean postulates and Boolean theorems, which was a bit tedious. Here, we use tabulation method and graphical method for simplifying the Boolean expressions. K-map or Karnaugh map is the graphical method that will be discussed, and Quinn-McCluskey method, the tabulation method for simplification. Karnaugh map or K-map, also known as Veitch diagram, which was formulated by Veitch and later on modified by Karnaugh, is used for simplifying Boolean expressions. So, this map has boxes called cells, and each of the cell represents the output for one of the 2 power n combinations. So, we have n inputs, we have 2 power n combinations and therefore 2 power n possible outputs. Each of the cell will represent the output of one of these combinations. So, a single variable map will have 2 cells as shown in the picture, and a 2 variable map will have 2 power 2, that is 4 cells, and a 3 variable map 2 power 3, that is 8, and a 4 variable map 2 power 4, that is 16 cells, and so on. So, each cell as shown over here will represent the output of for a particular combination. So, for one variable map, the input A can take the value of 0 or 1, and each cell represents the output for one of the combinations. 2 variable map AB can take the value 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So, 0 0 the output is written here, 0 1 in the second cell, 1 0 in the third cell and 1 1 in the fourth cell, and M0, M1, M2 represent the decimal equivalent for reference of the binary value of the combinations. Let us look at the 3 variable map. So, A, B, C, the combinations for A0 and BC00, which is given by M0, A0 and B0 and C1, that is represented as A dash B dash C, that is equivalent to decimal 1 M1, and 0 1 1, that is A dash BC by M3, and 0 1 0 by A dash BC dash M2. Please note here we have M0, M1, then M2 and M3, because in K maps, Karnaugh map, each cell should differ by the other cell by only 1 bit position. So, if after 0 1 we have 1 0, both the bit positions have changed, that is not valid. Therefore, only 1 bit position can change. So, after 0 1, changing the first 0 to 1 we have 1 1. So, there is only 1 bit position variation, and from 1 1 we have 1 0, that is the second bit 1 has changed to 0, only 1 bit variation has happened. So, this is a condition that is to be followed. Each cell should vary from the adjacent cell by only 1 bit position. So, we have M0, 1, 2 over here, then 3, similarly 4, 5, 6 and then 7, which are the equivalent for the binary representation of the values. So, ABC gives the input combinations, A dash B dash C dash represents 0 0 0. So, zeros are primed and ones are represented by unprimed numbers. So, for this combination, the output that we get, we will be representing in this cell. Similarly, a 4 variable map A B C D, AB can take the values of 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1, and CD similarly a similar combination. So, the combination of 2 can be 0 0 0 0, 0 0 0 1, 0 0 1 0, which is written at the end, and then 0 0 1 1, and M0 1 2 3, the numbers represent the decimal equivalent, and here the min terms are represented. So, observe over here also it is M0, M1, M2 at the end and then M3, M4, M5, M6 at the end and then M7, and note M8 is the last row that is taken, M8, M9, M10, M11, and M12, 13, 14 on the other corner and 15 the center. So, please note this, be very careful when you fill up the numbers for the Karnaugh map, do not make a mistake on that. The 3 variable map ABC could be written this way, or it could be AB and C separately. In that case, we would get a 4 cross 2 cell over here. And similarly, ABCD, it could also be altered as AB at the top and BCD here. In that case, the numbering will vary in the vertical direction. So, be careful, use one method, and this is the normal method of numbering that is used. So, follow this scheme. Now, let us see how to plot a truth table on the K-map. So, here an example, A, B are the two input variables that are given and Y is the output. So, A, B two variables, we have a combination of 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So, two variable we have a 4 cell K-map. The first cell represents 0, that is for the combination of 0, 0, A bar, B bar. The second cell for A bar, B, that is 1. Third cell for A, B bar, that is 2, and the fourth cell for A, B, that is 3. So, taking the output value for 0, 0, Y value output is 0. So, write 0 over here. For 0, 1 it is 1. So, for 1, 0 the output is 0. So, put 0 here, and for 1, 1 it is a 1. So, similarly plot the truth table for this K-map, 3 variable K-map that is given. Pause the video. A 3 variable map. So, we will have a K-map of 2 power 3 cells. Check your answers, proceed. So, observe over here ABC 0, 0, 0 combination, the output is 1, and similarly, and 0, 1 it is 2 and then 3 over here. So, please be careful with that. Next, plotting the Boolean expressions on K-map. So, here a Boolean expression is given, which is a standard or a canonical Boolean expression, and each of these terms is a min term. Now, to represent it on the K-map, it is simple. This is A, B, C dash, that is 1, 1, 0. So, 1, 1, 0 is 1. So, the variables or min terms that are available in the function, put their values as equal to 1 in each of the cells. Next, A, B, C, that is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, that is this row and this column. So, this cell has a value of 1. Then A dash, B dash, C dash, that is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1 represents this cell, the value is 1. So, for a Boolean expression where all the min terms are available, take each of the min term and the equivalent value in the cell, fill it by 1. The rest of the cells can be substituted with the value 0. Pause the video, solve the problem, check your answer, proceed. So, now we will look into simplification using K-map. So, a 2 variable K-map is considered first. So, here we have 4 cells. So, when cells have adjacent cells, they have value of 1. In case of sum of product that we are discussing initially, they have value of 1. They can be grouped together. So, grouping can be done either in pairs or quads or octaves or in the power of 2 power n. So, here you can see a pair of cells, adjacent cells are paired, and here another pair that is grouped. Here in this diagram we can see 4 cells, adjacent cells, they can be grouped to form a quad, or 8 cells can be grouped to form a octet. Similarly, these are all the possible combinations. 4 cells, adjacent cells grouped together, if they have ones, they can be grouped together to form a quad, or this can be another quad. And here similarly, the edges, the rows and columns of the edges, you can roll it. So, this edge, the left side edge and the right side edge, they can be considered as adjacent pairs. Imagine rolling the K-map. So, when you roll the K-map, these two sides edges, left and right edges become adjacent. So, we can consider them to be adjacent pairs. So, look at this M4, M12 and M6 and M14, they can also form a quad. And similarly, looking at the top and bottom, the top row and the bottom row, they can be considered as adjacent. If you fold this map horizontally, that is along the horizontal axis, if you fold it, we see that the top and the bottom cells become adjacent. So, they can also be considered for grouping. And similarly, look at this, the 4 corners, they can be considered to be adjacent cells and they can form a quad. So, the edges at the top and the bottom can be considered to be adjacent. Similarly, the left and right edges the boxes or cells can be considered to be adjacent. Some of the illegal grouping which is not permitted for grouping. Diagonally cells cannot be grouped even if they have 1. This is not permitted. Similarly, grouping non-2 power n combinations. 3 combinations cannot be grouped. The grouping should be 2 power n. So, grouping like this will not give a quad, it is not permitted. Okay, these are all illegal grouping methods which are not permitted. Next, we shall look into steps for simplification of sum of products. So, from the truth table or the Boolean expression, the standard SOP or canonical SOP that is given, so which represents the min terms. So, put 1 in all the cells where the min terms are mentioned and zeros in the other cells. Then encircle all the cells that have a 1 with no other adjacent 1. So, these are isolated cells, encircle them first. Then the rest of the cells, try to group them together into pairs or quads, octets, try to form the largest group as possible so that maximum simplification is done, and also ensure that minimum number of groups are taken up. So, check if all the ones are enclosed, and then by summing the product term of each of these group, each of the group will give a product term. By summing all the product terms, we get the simplified expression. So, to take up an example, this function f of a comma b, which has 2 variables, is given as sum of min term 0, 1, 3. So, it has 2 variables, draw a K map with 4 cells, 2 power to 4 cells, and mark them 0, 1, 2 and 3. So, in the expression it is given 0, 1, 3, that means the cells 0, 1 and 3 have a 1. So, mark 1 in all 3 and 0 in the other cell that is not met. Now, let us group them together. So, this 1 and a 1, they are adjacent to each other. So, that can be grouped into a pair. Similarly, there is a 1 and a 1 here. Though this 1 is already covered, this 1 is isolated. So, it can form a pair with this 1. So, we can repeat it again. So, this forms another pair. So, now we have 2 pairs, and please note this grouping is not permitted, diagonal grouping is not permitted. So, now we have 2 pairs that are there. So, for the first pair, consider the term 0 is common for both the cells, A is 0 is common, but B is 0 in this cell and 1 is 1 in this cell. So, we consider the common term A. So, A is 0 here, that means A dash. So, take the term A dash, that is one of the product terms. Then consider this grouping, this pair, we see A is 0 for one cell and 1 for the other cell, whereas B is 1 for both. So, take the term B. So, the solution is F is A dash plus B. We look into another example. So, this is an expression that is given and we have to reduce it to the minimum SOP. So, each min term is there and we see there are 4 variables available. So, since we have 4 variables, the K map is 2 power 4, that is 16 cells should be there. So, consider AB group and CD, all the combinations 0, 0 to 1, 1 on either sides, and start numbering the cells first. So, this is cell 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and then 6. So, 6 and 7. Then 8, 9 is in the last row, 8, 9, 10 here, then 11 here, 12, 13, 14 here and 15 here. Be very careful when you are numbering, do not make a mistake here. Okay. So, if you have changed A, B and C, D, interchange it over here, then the numbering will vary. It will be 0, 1, 2, 3 this way, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Okay. So, anyway, let us follow this standard way of numbering. So, now look into the terms, min terms in the expression. For all the terms that are available over here, represent the output value as 1 in the K map. A dash, B dash, C dash D, that is 0, 0, 0, 1. So, 0, 0 AB, 0, 1 CD. So, it is this cell, write the value of 1. Similarly, A dash, B, C dash D, that is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, again a 1 here. Then A dash B C D, that is 0, 1, C D 1, 1, 0, 1, and a 1 1. So, this cell represent a 1. So, fill ones for all the terms that are available in the expression and then fill the other cells by 0. Now, we shall start grouping. Look at cells which are isolated, we do not have any isolated cells. Now, we shall form groups. So, this one has an adjacent 1 here, so we form a pair here. So, we cannot group the 3 ones here, that is not permitted. Grouping should be in 2 power n. So, this forms a pair. Similarly, look over here, this is another pair and another pair and a fourth pair. We can also have a quad over here, but look at that, this quad, all the 4 ones are already in pairs. But if we want to consider quad because it is larger, but then these ones that are here, for them the corresponding ones are necessary to form pairs. So, these 4 pairs are absolutely necessary, plus we can have a quad, but since the ones are already covered, the quad can be ignored. So, now these are the pairs that are considered. Now, we will take the expression for that. Consider the first one here. 0 1 is common for both the cells, and here A is 0, B varies, it is 0 for one cell and 1 for the other cell. So, we will take the common term A is 0, so it is A dash and here C dash D. So, A dash C dash D represents the first product term. The next term we will consider, look at this, 0 1, A and B are 0 1 for both the cells, and C is 1, D is 1 and C 1 and D is 0 for others. So, C is common here, it is 1. So, A B 0 1, that is A dash B and C, that is the next term. Similarly, for the other 2 terms we get A B C dash and A C D. So, sum of all these product terms is the solution, simplified sum of product term. So, some of the important terms that we need to be familiar with, prime implicant. So, the product term that is obtained from combining or grouping the adjacent cells. So, the maximum possible grouping that is done and the product term that we get is called the prime implicant. An essential prime implicant is one which is covered by only one prime implicant. So, the cells are called essential cells. So, a min-term in a square which is covered by only one prime implicant is called the essential prime implicant. Pause the video, solve the problems, pause the video again, check your solutions. Probably the solutions, if you take different combinations, it could be slightly different from what is given over here. Now, looking into incompletely specified functions. So, that is do not care conditions, that is the output could be 0 or 1 for such combinations. So, consider a table given over here where A, B, C are the 3 inputs and Y is the output. Please observe, for the combination of input of 1 1 0 and 1 1 1, the output is X, that is it is a do not care condition, it can take a value of 0 or 1. So, how do we simplify this? So, now since we have 3 variables, the number of cells is 2 power 3, that is 8. So, first draw a K map for 8, represent the input variables A, B, C, the different combinations, and fill the cells with a value of 1 and 0 as mentioned in the truth table, and put an X for the 2 do not care states. Now, when grouping the cells to form a group, the X's can be considered as 1 or 0. If they form a group with a 1 that is present, take it as the value as 1. If it is not necessary, take the value of 0. So, in this example 1 and 1 they form a pair. We have a 1 here which is an isolated cell, but if this X is a 1, then we can group these 2, they are adjacent cells. So, take this value of X as 1 for grouping, whereas this X, the value of 1 1 or 7, it is not necessary for any of the grouping. See, we can use it for this grouping, but since the 1 is already grouped with another 1, this X is not necessary. So, take the value of X, this X is 0, it is not necessary for the grouping. So, now writing the simplified term here, For this first group, A is common, that is A dash, and then BC is common. So it is A dash C. For the second group, it is A is common with the value of A, and we see C dash is common for both. So it is AC dash. So the minterms of A dash C and AC dash, or they are the prime implicants. Pause the video again, solve the problems that are given, and then proceed. Check your answers. Go on. Now we had seen simplification of K-map for SOP, sum of products. Then simplification for POS, product of sum. We have already seen that the max terms capital M of J is nothing but complement of min terms, small m of J. Similarly, each of these are the complements of the min terms that we have seen. So now we will look into reducing a POS with an example. So here a standard POS or canonical POS is given which needs to be reduced. So here, considering each max term, we know the max term is the complement of the min term. So the K map, since 4 variables are there, we have a 16 cell K map and represent the min terms itself. The min term for this is A, B, C dash, D dash. By De Morgan's law, we know the complement of it is A, B, C dash, D dash. So take that A, B, C dash, D dash represented with a 0. And similarly, the next term is equivalent to A dash B, C dash, D dash. So A dash B, C dash, D dash. So fill it with a 0 because max term the equivalent value is a 0. So similarly, fill up all the outputs in a cell of the K map. Now group the zeros and we get the max terms. So group the zeros and directly write the max terms, or write the min terms and complement them. So here we have for this group AB is 0 0 and CD, C is common with 1. So it is A dash B dash C, the complement of that will be A plus B plus C dash, which is the first sum term. Then similarly proceed with the other sum terms. Pause the video, solve the problems. So for the second problem, simplify using K-map and obtain the minimum SOP and POS. First get the SOP by drawing the K-map and grouping all the ones. Next group all the zeros and then complement and write it as product term, we get the POS. Next, let us consider simplifying 5 variable K-maps. When we have a Boolean expression having 5 variables, then we need to use a 5 variable K-map. In this case, the number of cells that would be required would be 2 power 5, that is 32 cells. So here we use two 16 cell K maps. In one A is made 0, the other A is equal to 1. And B, C, D, E are plotted similar to a 4 variable K map. Now one K map is assumed to be placed over the other, that is they overlap, and the overlapping cells can be considered to be neighbors. So thereby we can form pairs or quads or octets. So one K map is placed over the other K map and all the cells that overlap, they are considered to be adjacent cells. So pause the video, solve the problem, pause the video again, check your solution and then proceed. Next, we will move on to the next method of tabulation method of simplification called the Quine-Mikulski method. So when the number of variables increases, the K-map becomes tedious, and it is also a graphical method which cannot be used for computers. So for simplification using computer, Quine-Mikulski method is the apt method. So here first we will take up an example and proceed with it. So the min terms are given and we need to simplify this expression. So consider all the min terms and their binary forms, list them out. So zeros by 0 0 0, and since there are 4 variables, we consider 4 digits or 4 bits in a binary form. So M2 0 1 0, so on. So expand it and write it in a tabular form. Next, arrange all the minterms according to the number of ones in the binary equivalent. So, first set has 0 number of ones, that is M0. Next, get all the minterms that have one number of ones in them. So, M2 and M8 in this example. Next, consider the set of all the minterms that have 2 ones. So, M3, 6, 10 and 12 follow, and then with 3 ones and 4 ones if it is available. So, we have listed all the minterms and their binary equivalent, then arrange them according to the number of ones available. Next, compare each binary number with the next higher category, and if they differ only by 1 bit position, put a dash in the position and tick mark the minterms that are selected. So, we have listed the minterm and the binary, the previous table again for reference. So, M0 here we see M0, compare the 0 0 0 4 zeros and M2 0 0 1 0. Observe the two binary numbers differ by only 1 bit position, that is the second digit from the right, by 0 and 1. So, group them together. M0, M2 can be represented as 0 0 dash 0. In the bit position where it varies, put a dash and tick mark both the minterms. Next, compare M0 with M8. Again you notice on the first bit position is on the left, first bit position is varying, the rest are all common. So, we can club M0 and M8 and write as binaries dash 0 0 0. Next, consider the next group M2 with the first element of the next group M2 and M3. You observe the LSB bit alone varies, the rest are all the same. So, M2 and M3 can be grouped as 0 0 1 dash. So, and put a tick mark for M2 and M3. Similarly proceed, and for all the minterms that form a group, put a tick mark. If they do not form a group, do not do anything. So, going ahead so forth, we get the second table. So, M0, M2, M0, M8 so on can be grouped up to M12 and M13, which gives 110 dash. Now, taking that first table, we go ahead again with the next pass, compare again with the groups again similarly. So, here when you go for the next comparison, check the position where there is a dash and another binary number where the dash is in the same position, and if the rest of the digits vary by only 1 bit position, then select them. So, we proceed like this until no further elimination can be carried out. So, now we will go to the next pass. Consider the first combination 0 0 dash 0. We look into binary numbers where there is a dash in the second bit from the right. We observe M8, M10 also has a dash over there, and look at the rest of the digits, only the MSB bit varies. So, this can be grouped together. M0, 2, 8, 10 can be grouped and written as dash 0 dash 0. Now, tick mark M0, M2 and M8, M10. Okay. Now, again any other bit position like that, there is nothing else. Consider the next binary number dash 0 0 0. So, M2, M10 also has dash 0 1 0, and if we club both, we will get dash 0 dash 0, which is combination of 0 8 2 10, which is already written the same combination that you have got. So, no need to repeat it again, just tick mark the two combinations, that is it. Consider the third one M2 M3 0 0 1 dash, the dash at the end is there for M6 M7. Compare them, you notice they vary only by 1 bit position, that is the second bit position from the left. So, you can write it as 0 dash 1 dash, and M2 M3 M6 M7 can be combined. Tick mark the 2 M2 M3 M6 M7. Then go for the next one 0 dash 1 0, a dash in the second position here. Yes, we have one more over here M3 M7, but that yields a combination that we already have. So, no need to repeat it, but tick mark it. Then check for dash 0 1 0, we have no other combination. 1 0 dash 0, second bit dash, no. Then 1 dash 0 0, this is not tick mark. We have a second dash in the next one also, M3, M7, but compare the two, they vary in all 3 bit positions, so that cannot be considered. So omitted. Check all the binary values, and those that have not been ticked, encircle them. That means they could not be reduced further. And now we have the next table. Go for the next pass, see if they can be reduced. They cannot be reduced further, so encircle them. Now these 4 are the prime implicants of this expression. Now we will try to select the minimum number of prime implicants that would cover all the minterms. So now draw a table, represent all the minterms that are given in the problem, list all the prime implicants that we have selected. Now look at this prime implicant a comma 2, that is represent 1 dash 0 0. This will cover the implicant 8 and 12, so put a cross mark. Similarly, the second prime implicant will cover 12, 13, put a cross mark, so on, and form this table. Next we shall try to select the prime implicants, minimum number of prime implicants that should cover all the minterms. So you should be careful about choosing the prime implicants. So we will go ahead, first circle all the minterms that have a essential prime implicant, that is they are covered only by one prime implicant. Look at this, let me go from left to right, you can proceed in any order, it is up to you. So observe this, M0 is covered only by one prime implicant, that is 0 to 8, 10. So encircle this. So if we select the prime implicant 0 to 8, 10, it would cover all these 4 minterms. So circle them all up. Then consider the next minterm which is essential. So it is M3, which is covered by 2, 3, 6, 7. So if you select this, automatically the other 4 also get selected. So circle them up. Next we have this, but this is covered by 2 prime implicants, M12. M13 is covered only by 1 prime implicant, so select that. So that is 12, 30. That automatically covers 12 also. So now you observe, see if all the minterms are covered. Yes, we have circled up everything. M8 is already encircled, so there is no need for selecting it. Similarly M10, M12, and we go. So these 3 prime implicants are sufficient. 8, 12 is not needed to cover all the minterms. So this is a chart. So all the minterms that are covered and the prime implicants that are chosen. So now list those prime implicants, 1 1 0 dash plus dash 0 and the third one is 0 dash 1 0. So we have 4 variables a, b, c, d. If the variable value is 1, write it as it is. If it is 0, by a prime. So we have a, b, c dash, and then here a is a dash, so b dash, c value is not there, then d dash. So b dash, d dash for the next, and the third product term is a dash, no b, c, a dash, c. So this is the minimal sum of product that we have obtained using Quine-McCluskey method. Similarly, if there is an expression with don't cares, use the don't cares in the tabulation to obtain the prime implicants. So once the prime implicants are obtained and then we form the table, in the table do not list the minterm of the don't care, it is not necessary. Without that you can proceed and get the solution. So pause the video, solve the problems, do the problem using Quine-McCluskey method and K-map method, compare your results and then proceed. So in this video we have seen methods for simplification of Boolean expressions. We have seen 2 standard methods. One is the graphical method that uses K-map, and the next is the tabulation method using Quine-McCluskey method. These are the references.